is the minus tides.
Oh,
So they fish they fish those minus tides because Mission Bay being man-made, it's dredged out, and there's a line all the way around the shoreline where there's beach, where there's a drop-off, and that's kind of where the eelgrass starts at that drop-off. If you're shore fishing when the tide gets really low, you can almost walk right out to that drop-off. So your casts are covering that zone. Now they're targeting like short fin corvina
or spotted bay bass, halibut.
halibut, short fin corvina, using stick baits and stuff. But yeah, they target those times like in the minus tide when it starts flowing back in, and then you get a few more of those like exotic type fish. They get some bonefish. They'll fish real small swim baits too. Well, like 1/8 ounce.
Crazy.
Yeah, 1/8 ounce, 2.5 inch.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Johnny, I don't have them in the shop, but I'm bringing down some of those 2.5, the 3-inch skinnies. You know what I'm talking about? Like the little tiny miniature ones.
People will.
I'm bringing some down. Yeah.
We'll swoop those up.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the guys are fishing, 6 pound. They'll fish mono, like 6 and 4 pound mono.
That's what's Mission Bay is so unique. Like you could access any place except for like the SeaWorld property. Yeah. Right. Yeah. You can access almost the entire bay. Yep. It's super unique. And I don't know if you knew this, but it's the country's largest aquatic park.
Yep.
You did know.
All man-made,
Right?
They've got a few hours.
Been here a little bit.
But it's something that most people don't know.
Yeah. Hey, here's another great text and well-deserved kudos as well. What a great show, you guys. For anybody that's heading down to Dana, I want to give a shout-out to their reel repair and service department run by Doug. I had some major reel issues that I took to several shops. Doug took a lot of time and effort to find the problem and fix the reel, and most of the others would have told me to send it back to the company or just buy a new one. You guys do a fantastic job. That's from Brian in San Diego.
I got to give Doug his props because there's times where he spends so much time fixing this reel, and I'm like, Dougie, just tell him it's no good. Just move on. And he's just like, nope.
Get it.
Right, Johnny? And he comes in, this, and he gets it done, and we fixed a lot of reels from other places. So
yeah.
The other thing too that I hear a lot about, Doug, is there is some people's method of fixing reels, and it's just by throwing parts at them. And to a fault, Doug is not that way. I've seen it plenty of times when like, oh, there's an issue. Well, I'll just replace this, and one of those things is going to fix it. He's not. He fixes the problem of the reel. Yeah. And I mean, that can save you some very serious dough when it's all said and done. Reel parts are not cheap these days. Bearings don't cost $4 like they used to. They cost $14 or $24. And if you've got a guy that's taking the time to actually service and repair the reel rather than just throwing parts in it, there's a major cost savings there. That's cool. Well, hey, appreciate the text very much. Corey, you got a text standing by?
I do, absolutely. And it comes from Jason in San Diego, and I appreciate him sending a text through the app there. It says, good morning, gentlemen. What a great show. Cannot wait for next week. I'll be coming down. I'm going to be getting, I wanted to get a Tranks 500 and a Saragossa 10,000. Do you guys have those in stock? And are they on sale? Also, does that come with free line?
Yes, and yes.
Yep.
Yeah, how about that?
There's that.
That's simple said.
That's summer kickoff sale.
Yeah.
Everything, all about it. That's exactly what this sale is all about. I love it so much. All right, I had another good text as well. It says, good morning, guys. What a great show. Two of the most generous and helpful guys in the industry are in your studio today. Good to see you guys at the CCA Anthony Shea banquet. Many thanks for your support there, too. I'd also really like to encourage everybody to come down on Saturday and support Dana Landing. That's from Dave in Poway.
I was going to mention, I was going to just bring it up.
That's a great time to do it.
We all went to that CCA Anthony Shea Award dinner for Dave Pfeiffer, and I have to admit, those guys hit a home run. It was
100%.
Such a fun event. There was nothing that could be improved. It was just a great event. 300. The right people in the building, having a great time. It was super fun, and I'm somewhat involved in that. So the goal has always been to be the Anthony Shea Award dinner is, oh yeah, we're going. And I really truly think that CCA is there, where it's just an event that I'm in next year. It was just a fun event, raised a bunch of money. I mean, I think we did extremely well, but a a great, easy event.
And just fun to get to see everybody in the fishing industry and see all the port. Obviously, show your support for someone so deserving of such a high esteemed award. It's a conservation award, and few people more deserving than a Dave Pfeiffer. But you nailed it best. Just the night itself was fantastic. See everybody, great food, have some drinks, get to BS, fun times. Unbelievable raffle prizes that you could both, silent auction and live auction. The food was great. It's everything about it. That was you said it best. That was a true home run.
Because otherwise, you're seeing everyone at the PCS show, and you got about 45 seconds where you have to run back to your booth and open up. And it was just chill. I mean, you just want everyone you knew. And so that's why, to the public, like I really think about it next year. It's a year off, but think about it. It's going to be next May sometime. Same event. Just you should really come. It is such a cool event.
With that being said, where are you going to be on May 17th?
I'm going to be
the Beacon Award.
I am.
Right. I think we all are, right?
Yes.
Where our good buddy here, Pete Gray, is going to be honored as the Beacon Award recipient at the CCA held there at Marina Village, right on Mission Bay, adjacent to Dana Landing and Seaford.
Yes. Yep.
Right there.
Scroll right over.
I think there's still tickets, isn't there, Rick?
Yeah, I mean it's the Apps and Taps event, and a really good time. We're certainly excited for Apps and Taps, and it's next Saturday at Marina Village. Another just great event. Good food, great people, good to stand by and hang out with everybody, and we're really looking forward to that. It's going to be another great,
a lot of fun.
Yeah, totally.
And they do such a great job, like you mentioned, with the Anthony Shea Award there in Long Beach for Dave Pfeiffer. They do such an awesome job, and I was so blinded to it myself. I speak for myself. I was embarrassed, right? Because I had not been to an event, and I went where Dart was awarded the Beacon Award, and I promised to be at these events because it really, not only is it a good time and an awesome raffle, and donate your I mean, for me, $100 or $200 donation, a raffle, and just a good time with like-minded people.
And keep in mind, except for Chris and Tony, who are employees, everyone else is a volunteer. Every single other person is a volunteer, and the reason we're all here is to conserve our fishing rights, so that we have a spot for our kids, our grandkids to go fishing. Because without someone like CCA, which is a nationwide, well-funded, experienced group, we wouldn't be fishing here.
We would be absolutely railroaded.
Bluefin would probably be gone, probably. Anchovy would probably, or sardine would probably be gone.
The latest sand bass.
Sand bass, exactly, had a lot to do with it, but they're involved in all of that. When you go to these meetings, they're planning out so far. People just don't understand how far ahead they are. They see what's coming down the pike in order to get the amount of work that Wayne, who is now retired, but
supposedly retired.
Yeah, right. Wayne, he can't really retire. But anyways, but again, to everyone on that is conserve and protect our rights to go fishing. That's it. That's the motivation. No.
How does one, as a listener, get involved in the 17th, May 17th, the Apps and Taps, Marina Village? I think it's $100.
That includes either your renewal or your CCA enrollment. So you'll be a member of CCA, which everyone should be that's listening to this radio show. So it includes both that, and I think what's it, $95?
It's under $100, but it's all the food and beverage and all the beer. All these breweries bring down their latest brews, and Jeff Roberto usually has a bluefin he's carving up, and it's just a great time for sure.
You think how short $100 is towards without CCA, we're not going to be fishing.
Yeah, so come on back, May 17th, and I think they can go to CCA's website and
you guys get right on there.
There it is.
It's going to be a great time and a great event, and it's honoring a great dude in Pete Gray, and it's just going to be a fun time, and we can't wait. Well, hey, let's jump right back into the text. They are packed full. And how about this time? We talked. We get a text from Joe from La Mesa. Good morning, guys. What an excellent show. I'm really excited about this event. You've been talking a lot about CCA. Are those guys going to be there? I'm looking forward to signing up. Also, I know I had mentioned it earlier. Maybe you didn't catch. He wants to know, Johnny, what you think the best deal of the show is going to be. We talked about it once, but maybe you could give us what you think your second best deal is going to be.
Second best. Well, the Maui Gym, Costa Del Mar, that's a huge thing. Being able to, because those sunglasses don't go on sale. And
Is Bob Hoos going to be there?
Bob Hoos will be there, and
Gotcha.
we're like I said, we're giving $50 gift card for that.
And it's coming from you at the shop. That's I mean,
yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like you're literally giving a $50 gift card to the shop for purchasing a pair of glasses.
Yeah, if you want, we're gonna have like knife jigs and slow pitch jigs. They're buy two, get one. But there is gonna be a section of knife and slow pitch for loading up for tuna or rockfish or whatever. They're gonna be a buy one, get one. So
Yep. CCA, I don't think it's going to. Their schedule is just insane.
Oh, yeah,
completely. They can't physically keep up. But we have the CCA Star Boat that you could win is in front of Dave.
Hey, cool. Yeah.
So we'll have that available there. We'll have the rulers if you're the measuring tape if you're joining it and everything. And I'm more than happy to help you sit down and either join the Star tournament, which is a no-brainer to me, and or just CCA on its own.
Steve, my hat's off to you. Okay, you shop owner, like many tackle shops in Southern California, they come to work, they operate their shop, and then they go home, they go fishing, they do whatever they do. Steven, for you listeners, Steven is a quiet assassin. He not only runs these shops, Lemon Grove Bait and Tackle, East County Bait and Tackle, Dana Landing, and Mission Bay. He's so deeply involved with CCA and Friends of Rolla on the board, takes care of a lot of things, contributes, and pulls out his pocketbook for many, many things quietly. And I say this because you're looking at me like you don't want it said because you quietly do it.
Steve doesn't do it for the accolades.
I definitely don't, but the obvious reasons. But I remember Frank Lopresti telling me, talking about Friends of Rolla, and he's just like, you get a 12-year-old kid out fishing. He goes, in 5 years, that kid's 17. He's driving back to your shop. I mean, that if we don't keep these kids fishing or get them going, we're going to be done. If we don't protect our rights, we're done. I'm just out of a job. I mean, obviously, I want my son to be able to fish. That's the number one reason. At the end of the day, it's keeping us all employed. That's
it's keeping the ball rolling.
It is. Yeah.
Just come down next Saturday to the event, support Dana Landing, get your of all things, you purchase a $5 raffle ticket to what myself as a vendor and the other vendors are bringing as a giveaway. Huge table of giveaway, $5 raffle ticket. You're getting a Salty Crew beverage,
probably
adult
$4, right?
Right? Exactly. And free pulled pork sandwiches, which we've had multiple texts. Is it a one-time fruit?
Supplies last.
Half of our texts are excited about you guys telling everybody about it. The other half are, well, don't tell everybody about it. Like, that's the best thing that those guys do, and we're planning on going there, and I can't get there until 10, so I don't want to be. Half the techs are excited about the big sale and all the extra stuff that you guys do. It's
going to be smoking a lot of pork shoulders.
Yes, you are. No doubt about it.
In the deli at Mission Bay, right there.
We got Dave on the line this morning. Good morning, Dave. Dave, you coming to us here this morning? Hey, there you are. Good morning, Dave. Yeah, all about the CCA apps and taps. All right, and this is David with CCA this morning. Good morning. That's awesome. Well, we can't wait. We've been talking about it here this morning, and super excited. Obviously, CCA honoring a great guy in the leader here on Let's Talk Hookup and Pete Gray, and it's just a fun night celebrating fishing and everything that CCA does, and raising some money while eating some great food and having some great drink, and just getting to hang with everybody in the fishing industry. We're gonna have a great time.
He's another guy who is.
That's awesome. Well, we appreciate it very much. One more time, give us the info if somebody wants to join Apps and Taps. Again, the 17th, coming right up here in just a couple of weeks, and it's going to be a great time. Again, the location and how we join you, Dave. Awesome. Great job, Dave. Appreciate the info very much, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the 17th at Apps and Taps.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you very much.
Hey, we're going to be right back. You're listening to the boys from Dana Landing on Mission Bay, and next week's big kickoff sale next Saturday, and we're going to be right back on the Let's Talk Hookup app and YouTube and Facebook Live.
I feel bad because
I was going to bring that up.
I forget who's.
Yeah,
like
there's so many.
They've no doubt they mention it, but also every time I talk to them, dude, they're doing Ventura right now.
Yeah.
They just got done with this. Like they don't need to be there. I mean,
Yeah.
I can handle everything for them. Like they should take the day off.
Right.
Like, but there's Dave, another guy who can't volunteer anymore because there's a local,
Crazy. Do you have the seasickness stuff there?
I don't have the electric brakes.
Okay. That's why I was showing you, so I could
Yeah.
bring it up. Pump it. Good.
Shock therapy.
Yeah. Supposedly it works. I don't know. Yeah, right. Is it all mental or is it?
I've never been seasick in my life. I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Exactly.
It seems like these new patches and shit though are all. I mean, there's no reason to really be seasick now.
Yeah. I've heard huge things though about that electronic.
Yeah, no, me too.
Yeah.
And I think
Good,
I think it'll
right.
also, if you're sick, you can put it on. It'll unsick you.
Yeah.
Which I don't think anyone else, not a lot.
Yeah, kind of crazy, right?
I'm not sure.
The other thing that's like
They're
not
unsick
prescribed
word.
for it is it's still an expensive drug because it's on patent still, but well, Zofran.
Oh, really?
It's like an anti-nauseant. Anti-nauseant for people who have like therapy.
Yeah, I know. I gotta do Shimano here.
All right. Talk about Shimano.
So I'm going to talk about great gear from Shimano, and what an opportunity to talk Shimano with the big summer kickoff sale going up. All reels going to be on sale, including that fantastic new Tranks that we talked about earlier. And man, speaking of Tranks, it's the right time. That reel across the board, everything you want to do inshore, from the small 150s for fishing your bay bass, all the way up to the Tranks 500 for casting a popper to a bluefin, and everything in between. And all of them will be available this weekend at the summer kickoff sale. Yeah, Johnny?
And we have everyone, left hand, right hand, 150 up through 500.
Power gears, slow
gear,
gears,
yep,
double paddle handle, whatever you
Yep,
want,
yep.
all of it available and all on sale at the big summer kickoff sale. Awesome.
Correct.
We
That is
can't
correct.
wait. For more information on Tranks, check out your local Shimano dealer, or better yet, head on down to Dana Landing and get one today. Okay, sorry about that, dude.
The Tranks 150.
Yep.
I've fallen in love with, man.
Right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like that little reel. Freshwater, like
Yep.
perfect. Have you used one? No. Pretty
Okay.
smooth.
Pretty nice.
Audio input. Okay.
DC.
Yeah.
Fish windows a lot less than we're down there.
Checked all the plugs on audio. On audio input, it says microphone default communications microphone. Okay, I'm not seeing line in. Okay, I restarted once. I mean I can certainly restart again. You're talking the gear icon like below our screen. Okay. Yeah, it says general video, audio, and virtual. Here we're back. All right, welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Sorry about that, Corey.
Good. Such a great time in here with and Stephen from Dana Landing on Mission Bay. We're talking about the big summer kickoff sale next weekend on next Saturday. And like a vendor as myself, we're there at 6 or 7 in the morning. It starts at 8 a.m. though, 8 a.m. until the shop closes. But all the vendors will be there till 1. Come on down, like we were talking about pulled pork sandwiches and $5 raffle tickets from the vendors giving away gifts and stuff, but for Salty Crew beer and all the killer happenings down at Mission Bay next weekend.
Yeah,
Dana Landing, Mission Bay. Having them in studio is so cool, Rick.
Fantastic event, well run, killer sales, great times. The phones and texts have absolutely been packed solid of everybody wanting to talk more about it, and we're going to jump right back into those texts. This one was from Steve in Fallbrook. Good morning, guys. Well, the best kept secret is out of the bag, and that's the Dana Landing skiff rentals in Mission Bay. It's our favorite. We do it all the time. Can't wait to see you next Saturday, and very excited about Johnny's pulled pork. And he said there's no secret about that being delicious. So looking forward to coming down. It's almost been hard to pick texts for the show. There's probably over 100 that have already come in, and they all say the same thing. We love you guys. We love Dana Landing. We love all the people. We love the crew. It's like the texts are on repeat of just nothing but accolades for you guys, and that doesn't happen by accident.
It's Ducky too.
No doubt about it.
3 guys putting all those things down.
Yep. Well, they're doing a good job at it. I had another very important one, and it's for Steve. It says, good morning, Steve. I need to know, will Ben be at the event? And what's the deal with his Rancho Narrow ring toss? Got to get the update. That's from Hills.
So he will not. He's got his 6th grade school trip to Sacramento, San Francisco, so he will not be there.
That's unreal. That's unreal.
12-year-old, 18 right now, but he knows more than I do. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I got that on, and yeah, we were so fortunate.
That's so cool.
Ring toss.
That's so cool.
I have it. We have my backyard set up for like basically outdoor living, and we have it there, and Ben and I put it firm. It's all that. I mean, we've all been down to the ranch so many times, but it has always been my favorite place. I've traveled all over the world. It was just the spot for me. John and Jen, it was just such a great place. Anyways, the ring toss, the entire place, that's all I remember. So I was very fortunate to get it, and gift basically from John and Jen. So that is in the backyard. So you guys are welcome to come over, and yeah, it's we're keeping it going.
That's all right. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Very fun. And Corey, you had a fun text one?
I do. This comes from John Mesa. And thanks again, John, for sending the text through the app there. It says, Steve and Johnny, I've heard reports recently and pretty decent short fin Corvina bite in parts of San Diego Bay. Do you know if the fish have made a bigger showing in Mission Bay and enough to target them as opposed to incidental catches? Short fin Corvina, man. It's one of those things that
it's been good. Been good.
Mission Bay.
In Mission Bay. Yeah. The guys in the know are doing really well. One of the guys, one of our former employees came in the other day. I mean, he caught one, had to have been 35 inches.
Oh,
yeah, way. Huge. I've never seen, I mean, he had pictures of it. I mean, the back was, 4 or 5 inches across. Giant. Yeah, on a like a Czar spook one knocker, and someone else fishing the Corvina back there. There was a good bite going on. These guys won't tell us the exact spots.
I heard back there,
but yeah, but they have like a 30-inch striped bass that was mixed in with them.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
a 30-inch sea bass?
Striped bass
mixed in with the Corvina.
Even more is that crazy
on top water. So
you're kidding me?
No. So those guys,
you know what? This is the info you get at Dana Landing on Mission Bay, right here.
So
What you're hearing.
that's why we have such a giant Lucky Craft section, is because it's
The jerk bait.
yeah, yeah, 110 flash minnows and yeah, I guess these guys are putting them to use right now, and they said it's been as good a Corvina year this spring as they've ever seen.
Crazy. That's and it's something that has been here a long time, decades, that nobody knew about. It was in San Diego Bay. It was a fishery that was only touched by a few, and now over the last 15 years or so, it's become mainstream and social media exposed, right? But to have it in Mission Bay, I mean, it's kind of bled over to Mission Bay, and I know there's like an incidental catch in the surf. I caught one in the surf last year. Like
They'll be in the surf also.
And the shortfin corvina, a lot of people don't even know. They're like sea bass family. They look like a short juvenile white sea bass, but it's like a southern Baja fish.
Yeah.
Sea of Cortez.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they have like an orange mouth, short fin. They're pretty easy to tell from white sea bass because they got these long fang teeth in the roof of their mouth.
And that they're not orange mouth corvina.
No, they're not orange mouth. No.
They have a little bit of orange mouth.
Yeah, they still kind of they're sort of
in the backyard.
It's been it's been good fishing this year.
And strike bass.
That is so cool to me. I love that.
Yeah, the kids at the shop, you'd be astounded at the amount of striped bass they've caught in the last couple of years.
He's been mentioning it.
Yeah, more and more every week.
But not only more, but 8 to 10 pounds. Like
most of the ones these guys are seeing are, I would say like under 24 inches. So not really big ones, but
3 to 5 pounds.
Yeah, but getting numbers. They said if you find in the surf, if you find zones that have anchovy, pelicans working on the surf line and anchovy, they're stripers.
That's so cool. I love it. Hey, well, speaking of good fishing, we got a little bonus. We got Captain Mike Pritchard of the Tribute on the line right now. Good morning, Mike. We're doing great, buddy. Good morning. Anxious to hear what's going on out on the water this morning. I mean, that's like you say, I love that you're doing exactly that. Everything that you do with the Tribute is about maximizing the fisherman's opportunity. It would be easier on you to have not done that, but you change things around, whether it be schedule, departure, whatever. It's just solely maximizing the time that your fishermen get to fish at the times that fish is biting. And I think that's such a cool move. That's awesome.
Nothing like live radio,
Yeah,
Mike.
I'm just stoked to have someone else have a phone. It's just not just me today. So yeah, that's great. Yeah, welcome to the team.
All good.
Well, Mike, great to hear. Great to hear that the fishing's going as it is, and great to hear that you continue to do what you always do with the Tribute. And that's just, you don't worry about your sleep, crew sleep time, anything else. You just figure out what the best thing is for us as the fishermen, and we sure appreciate it. What do we got coming up? Trip opportunity to come fishing with you. Yep, no doubt about it. That's awesome. All right, well, a fantastic job. Great report. Glad to hear the fish are still biting, and we'll jump on next week. Let this weather get by us and get right back on the Tribute. Mike, appreciate the phone call very much. There it is. Appreciate it very much. Thanks, Mike. Talk to you then. Looking forward to another great one. And hey, I had a great text here, and it was from Kenny in El Cajon. Says, my question, we had two questions. One had already been answered, wanting to know about reel repair service. And, we talked about what a great job Doug does there. Next, he says, I'm in the market for buying a new CalStar and or Phoenix rod, wondering what the selection is at Dana Landing and if they'll be on sale at the sale. Also, in addition to that, I need to do a warranty claim on a rod. Is that something that Dana Landing can facilitate? Can't wait to see you guys this Saturday.
Yeah, you can take care of the warranty claim. No problem. All the rods are 15% off, and we have, decent selection of probably more Phoenix than CalStar, but we do have both in stock right now.
And on top of that, Johnny, we talk about it on the show all the time. We talk about travel rods.
Yep.
Dana Landing on Mission Bay by far has the best selection of travel rods, like from multiple manufacturers.
Shocker. Steve and Johnny that love
Right?
to travel and go fishing places happen to have a huge selection of rods to travel and go fishing with.
Exactly. But not every shop has them.
Yeah, no, it's not an easy thing to find.
Yeah.
I was talking to Steve Lasley about this.
Yeah.
The travel rod, there's so much that was never available before.
You're so right about that.
It was always just crappy rod that was probably going to break or something like that. But Daiwa, Phoenix, I mean, there's a whole bunch of them, but those two are kind of like the stuff. I mean, it is just crazy how good that stuff is now.
We heard Dwayne Gable on the show talking about that's all he does.
Well, that Daiwa, what rod is that?
It's they have like a swim bait rod, like a 8.5-foot swim bait rod, and I mean he got 90-pound GTs on it.
Yeah, he was on the show talking about how fast those rods are. There's no issue.
Steve Lasley said they caught a handful of, they caught a whole bunch of dogtooth tuna, a lot of them over 100 pounds on that rod.
That's not crazy.
Exactly.
And you can literally put that in a suitcase.
That's a 4-piece rod.
Crazy. To have heard that 10 years ago, 20 years ago, forget it.
Yeah.
10 years ago, iffy. It's like only in the last few years. Right?
I ordered him a 4-pound trout rod, and Johnny's like, "Well, which action do you want?" The amount of travel rods and the quality of them is it's insane. And to go back, we're that's kind of our thing. We have a ton.
So I mean, why wouldn't you come down on the sale day next Saturday, right?
Take advantage of 15% off.
Right? Check them out. But you're kind of the quiet hub of travel.
Quiet. The spot, no doubt. Yeah, exactly. How about another fun text? Good morning, guys. What a great show this is. I cannot wait for next weekend, and this got me extra fired up. I'm going to be purchasing a Tranks 500. I'm also thinking about getting a Saragossa 10,000. Is that a reel that you guys potentially have in stock? And will both of them come with free line? I heard you mention it earlier. I wasn't exactly sure what the line promotion was.
Yeah, we have those in stock. They both come with free line. The only I'm not doing Hollow Spectre for free, and I'm not doing Max Quattro for free.
But
any
any
other
other Spectre,
Spectre choice, yeah, any other Spectre.
but not the Max Quattro.
Not the Max Quattro,
Hollow.
no Hollow.
But if you
It's a huge slot. I'll tell you that.
but I know it's something you guys carry, and if you know if that's the line you want to,
And if you want to get, Max Quattro or Hollow, it's half price.
oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
There it is. Hey, appreciate the text very much. Got another one for us here, Corey?
Through, and if you're interested in your skip links, Johnny.
Dude, you're not lying.
Exactly. So, Mike from Phoenix, how much advance notice do we need for rented boat there?
And maybe I'll tack one on
Yeah.
because we're starting to run time. I had another question that wanted to know what if any safety requirements they need when renting a skiff, or just what they need to do.
I saw those.
Yeah. Boater's card or
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Okay, so something we've added in the last couple of years is like we have a reservation system. So if you go on danalanding.com, you can follow the links to the boat rentals, and you can put a reservation on it, so that way you don't have to worry about it. And people always call like, well, I've got it reserved for 8, but I'm running late. Like, once you reserve the boat, we only do reservations for full day rental. It's yours for the whole day. So if you want to come at noon and fish the afternoon,
Right.
It's
your boat.
It's your boat. The boat's going to be there. As far as safety requirements, the checkout procedure we do, and filling out the waivers and everything is works in lieu of having a boater education card.
Mm-hmm.
So that takes care
So
of
if you
that.
don't have it already, you're fine.
Yeah.
As a legal operator of bare boat rental charters or boat rentals, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Our instruction is in lieu of the card.
Mhm.
So if someone's meeting you at the ramp or all that, that's not legal. You have to have a boater. Well, the whole thing's not legal, but you have to have a boater's card.
Right.
Our instruction is in lieu of a boater's card.
This is not something you're new to. You know rental boat, rental equipment for everywhere on San Diego Bay. Yeah.
33, 34 years.
Yeah, you're providing the education that would be within the card when they sign up. I love it.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Super easy to use. Let's be honest. So do not be overwhelmed. The little flat bottom skiffs are forward is forward, reverse is reverse. You really can't get in trouble unless you're not paying attention.
And when people return them, they just slide right up to the main pier. Your staff will worry about parking them in the in their finishing spots and everything. It is the coolest deal in town. If you haven't done it and you haven't and you don't have a boat, it is so much fun. It's inexpensive. It's easy. They are ridiculously stable. Everything about it's cool. It's a cheap, fun, rad day to go fishing.
Just don't take them out of the bay.
Yeah, don't take them out.
I can't tell how many times exiting Mission Bay and hey Johnny, Johnny, hey,
You got to listen in here.
It is once a week in the summer.
Yeah.
Got a blue skip next to us.
That's great.
Remember, I come in one day and he wanted a refund because his bait tank wouldn't work, and I said, "Well, you got to bring it back to the dock when the bait tank stops, so we can fix it."
Yeah,
right
sure.
away." He goes,
well, how
he's,
can you do that?
he's always off wind and sea.
Yeah.
Get back, like,
Oh my God.
They do all have GPSs on it now, so we know exactly where it's going. If it's an alarm, we know exactly where it is.
So,
It goes off.
Yeah.
We'll go get it.
That's funny.
who's won this $100 gift card to one of the 3 shops, and who's won the full day rental on the center console out of Dana Landing, Mission Bay. When we return on YouTube, Facebook Live, and let's pick up.
Thank you, boys.
Thank
I think
you,
this thing fucking crushed.
Yeah, right.
And you're getting set up better.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude.
I said that to Peter. Ricky's done this to me finally with his stuff. I get it.
Yeah, no, we got you.
People call them the fish reporter. They're just in fish report.
No, yeah, nobody ran. The queen.
But even like long range stuff.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's in. RP's in for their maintenance period. Stars down there, and they're having great fishing. Just haven't heard. But let's get a winner. We got one of each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You had 2. Number between 1 and 11, Johnny. 7 is Dave and Poway.
Okay.
Texter.
Hello.
So texter is Dave and Poway, and caller was Jacob and Escondido.
Yep. So the flip will be for
Coin will be the skiff.
okay.
You've also got your
The CCA.
No, but I'll let Pete decide how or where that gets to. So we don't let's not read it because I don't know how that works with David or how we get it to them.
Yeah.
So
I don't think Dave.
yeah, right. That's a good point. So CCA ticket will go to Jacob and Escondido. Regardless of, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we'll flip the coin and whatever the coin lands on, they'll get the skiff rental.
Okay.
And then the other get the gift card. That work for you?
Yeah. So the coin flip will be for the boat.
Coin flip for the skiff. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry again about being so distracted, you guys. I'm glad
No,
that you were happy without it, but like it was. So we had a very weird one. We'll just do we'll do it on the air for the sound effect when it hits. Okay.
which has had some
T for the texter and C for the caller.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to give away a skiff.
I know.
It'll just prop talking about it, and then obviously it's working.
Dude, right? That was great.
Yeah.
We joked about it. There was 50 texts about this blue skiff, and you can't. How many times can you keep saying the same thing about the same thing? But yeah, I'm happy. It's awesome.
And the candidates from just wishing.
Great.
14 degrees now, like up San Diego.
With natural air conditioning.
Are you looking for a house, Ricky?
Mhm.
Did you?
Yeah. We're in the same spot. Like we're ready. We've got our money, but it's just like, man, things are just so. And I made such a bad call when I bought my condo. I'm just so gun shy of doing it again, and it feels like it. Like it feels like the market's going to drop out, and I don't want to buy. And then like a year later, like, oh, killer, you know, you're not making a mistake. That's kind of how I feel too. But yes, very much so. We are. We have like our dream area, and if anything comes available that's in our budget, we're just going to do it because we know that no matter what we'll pay, we'll be happy. In addition to that, if something else that's, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
I feel so blessed how our stumbled, you know. All right, welcome back. Let's hook. Johnny's going to do the coin flip, and the coin flip will be for the center console.
Yeah.
Go for it, Johnny. So we've got a texter. The texter today gets the center console. It's David Galway.
Hey.
That's our texter. And then the CCA and the $100 gift card to one of the 3 shops, Lemon Grove, Bait and Tackle, East County Bait and Tackle, or Dana Landing. You can use that $100. It's going to Jacob and the Escondido. Congratulations.
Jacob, congratulations. Boys, I can't get over what's going to go down at Dana Landing this Saturday. Again, if somebody wants to come in on the fun, get in on the best deals in town, free lunch, buy a raffle ticket to Friends Rallo, get yourself a free Salty Crew brew. There's just a great opportunity. Give us the rundown one more time, Johnny, on how we do it, where we do it, and when we do it.
Okay, you're just going to show up at Dana Landing sometime between 8 and 2 if you want to, be in on all the fun. We have more detailed information if you go at Dana Landing on Instagram, and the same thing posts on our website, danalanding.com. Our phone number is 619-226-2929 if you have any further questions. But yeah, you can. There's a constant banner running of all the deals going on.
You're doing a great job promoting it on social media. Kept me up to date. It's the best sale of the year, and it's all happening during the fishing season when you're going to buy this stuff at an amazing deal and get to use it literally tomorrow. Great job, you guys. Can't wait for the sale. Can't wait to see it. And maybe you can call and give us an update tomorrow or next Saturday. Let us know how she's going as a little reminder. Awesome. Hey, appreciate it very much, you guys, and really looking forward to the big sale again next Saturday. And we're really looking forward to tomorrow. We got Captain Jake from the Fortune, along with Carl Schmidt of Fisherman's Landing, going to be joining us, talking all kinds of fishing. More of your phone calls, more great times here on Let's Talk Hookup. You stay tuned. We'll be live on 97.3 The Fan, Facebook and YouTube Live, and that Let's Talk Hookup app.